So now we're on the bus. We finally met with our tour group. This is the first day. Where are we going now? Verona. So now we have a 2-hour bus ride to Verona. What do you think about the breakfast?
It looks like shit, but it's actually not that bad.
Really?
I think, yeah. I mean,
so like out of 5 stars, how many stars would you give that?
I'll give it like a 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
Well, I give it like a 2. Personally, I feel like European breakfast in general, like traditional breakfast, where it's just a piece of bread and like a salami or a ham inside, it's kind of sad. I prefer more modern sandwiches where you have vegetables, you know, you can get your tomato, lettuce inside with other meat, you know. The bread's good.
It's not
it's just, I know it, but I prefer it because this is just too simple. It's not. Hey guys, so we basically just arrived in Verona and we're walking around the city because most of the city center is closed off to cars. So we're just taking a tour around the city, and we just got here this morning. We'll be here for 2 hours and grab a lunch and then off to the next place. I think this is where Juliet and Romeo and Juliet story is based. Alright, so we arrived at the old city hall. How old is this building?
1171.
So like
1171.
it was built or old? It was built in 1171 or it was...
The date, the exact year is 1171.
1171.
This means
So
12th
it's about-
century.
Yeah, 1171. So almost...
So 12th century.
12th
Almost
century, so they-
800, more
Yeah.
than 900 years old.
So more than 900 years old. Oh, it's so it's very old. It's very beautiful. And it's got a huge tower up top. And yeah. So that's the city hall. So this is called Seniority Square, and it's where all the elders used to get, where leaders used to get. It's the very heart of the city. It's one of the 3 main squares of Verona city. An old Roman road, and they're explaining it. But while they're explaining that, I want to know what this is, because there's a lot more people looking at that than the Roman road. So this looks really curious. The ball that guy's holding will fall on the first honest man that ever walked under him, and it's been up there for hundreds of years. And, let's give it a try. I guess not. So this is someone's tomb, basically. So up there. This is坟墓在上面. Yeah, it's a tomb up there. It's the monument for the Della Scala family. Yeah. So they they like to be buried high. Get it? Die high? Haha. So this is a church, a famous church by one of the old, most powerful families in Verona in the ancient or more ancient times in the past, and their whole family is buried here. As you can see, they're buried outside, like up on a pedestal, basically. Oh my God, there's a lot of people. Look at that. Look at all the people.
Just took the idea from the Italian novel in adding more details, you know, and he invents the balcony. He writes because in Italian story, the lovers meet. Otherwise, we don't have any visitors.
Yeah, so this house actually belonged to one of a royal family before, but not actually a real Juliet. And that's Juliet's statue. The legend is if you have to touch her boobs. So that's why everyone's touching her boobs. And if you want to go up the balcony, it's extra cash and it's a minimum 15-minute wait to get up the balcony.
How's the water taste?
Good. So this is a big Coliseum, I think. It looks like a Coliseum. I don't know. I'm not too sure what it is actually. Wow, so we are in the Arena Amphitheater. And this place is beautiful. It's incredible. It's much more well preserved than the one in Rome apparently. And we're going around in the outer circles before we move into the main stage. Holy shit. So this is crazy. Don't you feel like a gladiator coming out to battle? Welcome to the Coliseum. Or the arena. So this is Italian lasagna. So it's pasta. It's like a lasagna-ish pasta nougat thing. Looks really nice. 真的就是 cheese stick 的味道。还在吃 cheese stick。
like this?
It's okay. It's a bit too cheesy. I think blue cheese is a bit too strong.
For me, it's just very vegetarian.
Yeah, it's very vegetarian. It's very vegetarian too. So like I would appreciate if they had like some like minced meat in there. Or like even chicken, like even like a chip piece of chicken breast in there. I think would really up it a lot. You know.
This is what a real coffee in Italy looks like.
That's what real coffee apparently looks like. It's very small, like his penis. Chan feels embarrassed about his penis. Oh shit. Dude, this is not creamy or cakey at all. This is a frosting cake. It is so sweet. Jesus. Dude, just put this in the coffee. Trust me, you don't need that. Dude, you're gonna sweet yourself to that. Oh my god. It is so sweet. Verona. So I guess we're leaving Verona after lunch. What do you think about this town?
Way too touristy.
Too touristy? Well, what's your favorite thing about this town? Okay, you know what? It took him way too long to think about it. So he knows nothing. So I find this town pretty.
Some of the architecture I do like. But I don't like how the entire town is made up of a fake rumor, fake tale.
Okay, personally, this town has. I personally like this town for its deep history. It's very clear that it was like one ruling family before that was very powerful that ruled this town, and so their whole thing is based around that. Romeo and Juliet was just afterwards, and it's like why people come here. It's more of the modern attraction. But then again, like the worst part about it is in that street where Juliet's house is, it's way too many people. It's way too packed. It just makes you uncomfortable. The lunch was okay. The wine was pretty good. But the main course wasn't. The main course was really so-so because there's too much cheese for me, personally. I don't want something with more meat. But so now we're heading. Wait, where are we going? Dolomiti? Are you sure? Or are you just fucking with me? Okay, so we're going Dolomiti now to where we're staying in the hotel. 2.5 hours. We're going to Rome! We're going to party!
Going from Verona to Rome. It's like
On a bus.
yeah. It's like on a scale of touristy wise, it's like going from jail to prison. Because in jail you just get beat up, in prison you get raped.
Oh, really? Is that your experience?
That's,
Anyways,
that's 常识, okay? That's common knowledge.
Okay,
hey,
sure.
don't stop the video
Sure.
right now.
Okay, bye bye. It's like a goddamn shining film here. Lights. Well, it smells pretty. I like this table though. Check out these really cool pumpkins. This is the original pumpkin. Have these like weird shape, and then this one's cool. Look at this. It's like, what do you call it? Like a sea urchin with all the spice. It's really cool. All right, guys, we're at Colson. Chisu. How would you pronounce this? Try pronouncing it. Try pronouncing it.
It's called Clausen Chusa Solitero.
We butchered that name. Why do you really like this town?
很有感觉. Look at these
Yeah, what about them?
just the colors that they use. It's very appealing and attractive.
What in terms of where does this remind you more of?
Honestly, I've never been to Germany, but it reminds me of Germany. I've been to Germany, right?
Yeah, I've been to Germany, but I've only been to Berlin, so I've never really been to like that's like really city, so it doesn't look like that. But I would imagine. I really imagine this would look like Hamburg or something. What's this cheese?
One of my favorite cheeses.
What is it? Mozzarella? What is this?
It's also roast.
I also got a lot of greens. I did not see the pepper.
Awesome.
How are you going to do it for me? He's a terrible person.
You're a good person. You gotta learn by yourself.
He asked me if I want some, and he just hands it to me.
At least I am.
He doesn't even. God, I love drinking. Right? So how's the spaghetti?
Pretty good.
So they messed up. It was supposed to be like a what? Like sour cream, garlic pesto. Like garlic pesto, but then it became seafood, so.
Which is weird because where do they get seafood? Way up in the mountains.
A lake?
You ever heard of a lake squid or octopus?
Well, there's lake shrimp. There's like freshwater shrimp, right? Thank you. Alright. Now this one's mushroom, but it has no mushroom on it. It's just cheese. Where are you guys from? From Italy? Okay. South Carolina? German.
Oh.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Yes, you too. Have a good night. The biggest tiramisu I've ever seen. Yes. Look at this ice cream. Oh, that's really good. Huh? That's really good. It's like hot. Like the cranberry is all hot. And ice cream is cold. Right? It's like it's hot ice cream with like hot cranberry with ice cold vanilla ice cream. So it's actually really good, but the size is really big. Right? The portion is huge. You know what I call this? Diabetes. So we had a really long dinner. Well, it felt like a pretty long time. So we came here at like 6:30, and now it's 8:30. So 2-hour dinner, which for us is a very long time. And the food was there was quite a lot of food. In terms of portion, it's quite big. So now everyone's really full and looking forward to going back to the hotel and falling asleep.